Hey everybody, college football is in the air. It's time to cash some tickets. I'm talking once again with Drew Martin, and we're going to break down the Sunbelt Conference. This is one of the most competitive conferences in college football this year. Now, with that being said, today we're going to talk about Georgia State. All right, this is a team that's plus 1,400 to win that conference, and also has a 4.5 or a 5 team win total. Drew, first and foremost, thanks for being on with me. You're down there in the ATL. You're near this school. You know a whole lot about this school. Coach Trent Miles has done a great job. What do you think of the potential this year, and can this team kind of overachieve and, cash tickets more than the books are getting it credit for?
Well, yeah, Brenner. I mean, I'm really excited to talk college football, especially in the Sunbelt Conference. And like you said, Trent Miles, he's in his 4th year here, and he's really turned this program around, just like he did in his stop before this at Indiana State. You know, Georgia State as a program in 2012 was only 1-10 at the FCS ranks, and just last year they went to a bowl game. So as far as rebuilding, he really knows what he's doing. But going into 2016, this Georgia State team, the big question mark is Nick Arbuckle's replacement. You know, he threw for over 7,500 yards last year. This is one of the biggest losses in all of college football. So, replacing pretty much like the coach on the field for the offense. And he was just a really good college football quarterback. So being able to replace him is going to be the big question mark this year for Georgia State.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And I wouldn't want to be the one to step into Arbuckle's shoes, because 7,000 yards, I mean, that's incredible. All right, they're going to have to find a way to establish a running game and just kind of grow from that as well. Now, that coach definitely got rewarded last year. He was named the coach of the year for the Sunbelt. All right, they've got 15 starters coming back, 6 on offense, 9 on defense, Drew. The way that their schedule plays out, do you think this team, who was ranked number 43 offensively last year and 72 defensively, do you think this team could kind of overachieve and overcome everybody's expectations and perhaps get more than 5 wins?
I absolutely do think they can. I mean, they do have a high ceiling, so to say. But, with Nick Arbuckle, he did pass for 7,500 yards the last 2 seasons. Not sure if I misspoke. But they also lose their best player on defense, in Joseph Peterson. If you've watched any Georgia State games over the last 4 years, he was their number 1 tackler in all 4 seasons. You saw number 6 running all over the field making tackles. So they lose their best player on offense, best player on defense. But whoever does become the quarterback for Georgia State, he will be thrown to the 2 best wide receivers in the conference, both in Penny Hart and Robert Davis. They are the number 1 and number 2 wide receivers in the Sun Belt. So they do have explosion everywhere. And, as far as the growth trajectory for this program, I think it's high, and I think that they can overcome that season win total of 5, Brenner.
Okay, and again, another thing that comes with 4 years under one coach, you're now going to be able to receive the dividends of his recruiting and his strengths and the guys that he wants there on that team. That's why this year I think this could, really be a satisfying, it could be a breakout season for them as far as really taking that next step. And if that does happen, look for Trent Miles to take another trip next year to a higher and bigger program. But with that being said, where is the best angle, do you think, for our viewers to cash tickets with Georgia State? Would it be on a total? Would it be on sides, or just kind of pick their spots during the year?
Well, I mean, when you go down their schedule, they do have a couple good spots. One, they get a bye week before heading out to the Kibbe Dome in Idaho. And when these Sunbelt teams make the cross-country trip, that's not like an SEC team or a Pac-12 team. They don't really have the money to travel in style. So they do get a bye before that long trip. And as far as the angle I'm using on Georgia State this year, their opening game is against Ball State. I'm really going to look at this quarterback play, and if they're half as good as Nick Arbuckle, I'm going to be looking to bet on Georgia State, and also to be looking to bet over the totals. I mean, with these wide receivers with talent and a pretty good offensive line for Sunbelt standards, I think they can score some points and cover some games this year, Brenner.
Well, fantastic. Good breakdown, Drew. We really appreciate it. Viewers, you heard it. Georgia State Sunbelt Conference is going to be one of the toughest conferences this year in college football. All right, and make sure you check out Drew Martin as the year goes on. All right, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to beat that bookie's ass. And you know what? As he always says, college football's where I pay my bills. All right, Drew, have a great day. Looking forward to having you back on again with us real soon.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts and shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.